I'm going to try to do this again, hopefully without any interruptions. I can sit back here for an hour sometimes and nothing make any noise, but as soon as I want to try to do something, all hell's going to break loose. But this here is another little story I wrote. My name is Susan Cobb Beck. I keep forgetting to say that. But I'm a writer. I live in Mobile, Alabama, and I write things all the time. I don't consider myself a poet, but once in a while I do write a poem. Mostly I write fiction based on actual events or things that happened in my life. So I like to think about my ancestors and write stories about what I think happened to them and different things, because I never knew them. And I wrote this one here. I never knew my daddy's parents or grandparents. They was all dead a long time before I was born. But my great-grandmother was a Cherokee Indian, so when I think about her and raising her kids and her daughter, I know Daddy and them said that Grandma would take them out into the woods and she'd gather herbs and sage, and she took them to a clay pit where they'd eat certain types of clay and just different things. And so all I can do is use my imagination. So I had wrote this one. It's called Can You Hear Them? We walked through the valley gathering herbs and sage. Gram was teaching me the same as her grandmother taught her. She grabbed my hand and whispered, "Listen, baby, can you hear them?" I could hear the wind blowing through the trees and the birds singing as I gathered grass and twigs. "Yes, I hear them," I answered. She squeezed my little hand and said, "Keep listening, baby. One day you'll hear them as clearly as you hear the wind and the birds." "Hear what?" I asked, turning, gazing around, wondering what, if not the wind and birds, Gram wanted me to listen for. "The grass, flowers, and trees are growing," she whispered. "If you listen, you can hear them," she said quietly, and then took my hand again, and we continued walking toward the creek. I listened with all my might, but could not hear the grass, flowers, or trees growing. Then one day, many years later, long after Grandmother had passed away, I walked down through the valley toward the creek. I was gathering sage and wild herbs just as she and I had done many years before. I stopped, listening to the quiet solitude. The birds sang a melody, and the wind blowing through the trees whispered a song. Then I heard Gram's voice tell me to listen. I closed my eyes and listened. I heard the bird song, the wind song, and I heard the grass and flowers as they grew, reaching toward the sun. "I can hear them, Gram. I can hear the grass, flowers, and trees growing," I whispered. I could almost see her smile down from heaven. I closed my eyes again, and I could see her. She smiled down at me the same as she had done years ago. She took my little hand in hers, and then her and me, as a little girl, walked toward the creek. The end. Just thought I'd throw that one out there. I got a couple of more I'm going to record and put on here if y'all have a notion to listen. So, till next time.